Seeing the Street Fighter characters in the NES Mega Man style is nothing new. However, this is the first time that Capcom have supported the two franchises being together. Capcom loves crossover titles. Recently they released the long-awaited Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which was a disappointment in my opinion. I anxiously await Namco's take on the battle, for I feel like they won't rush it. But that's a rant for another time. For now, let's talk about Street Fighter Cross Mega Man. You know what? Never mind. I've been stewing on this for long enough. It's time to erupt. Street Fighter Cross Tekken could have been the best fighting game ever conceived. First of all, I've always liked Street Fighter more, therefore I should love this game, right? Wrong-ish. I love the way this game plays and how it looks, however it lacks the content that will keep bringing me back. Oh, and what the fuck is up with giving the PS3 owners 5 extra characters? I can understand us not having Cole and the Cats, but why didn't we get Mega Man and Pac-Man? They are not exclusively Sony characters. Why do all of Capcom's recent games only have arcade versus in training? PS2 titles like Soul Calibur 2 had loads of game types. Granted, I didn't touch a few of them, but they were still there, and that's all that matters. There could have been more stages, too. It can't be that hard to make a stage. Hell, just recycle classic ones. That will please your audience. I recently got to play Tekken Tag Tournament 2, and I gotta say, it is vastly superior to Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Here's a hint, Capcom. When you make your next fighter, add some damn content. I'll never play full price one of your fighting games ever again. Some of you viewers may be thinking, but Razor, classic Street Fighter didn't have any modes either, and it was still awesome. Here's what I say to you. It's the fucking modern age. We shouldn't be given a limited experience in a fighting game. There should be a story, and survival, and character profiles, and cutscenes. You know, things for the single-player crowd. They're still there. They're fairly quiet compared to the cacophony of multiplayer fanatics, but they do exist. Capcom, please don't mess up the new Darkstalkers game, if you make it. Also, if you're going to release a game on multiple platforms, give each platform a significant aspect. Alright. Now that that's been said, let's jump into Street Fighter Cross Mega Man. This game started out as a prototype that was presented to Capcom by a huge fan that goes by Sonic. Another fan, A_Rival, mixed the game's music. He blended classic Mega Man tunes with ones from Street Fighter, creating a seamless integration of the two games. This recent trend of taking Mega Man back to 8 bits is genius. I always thought that there was something off about Mega Man 7 on the SNES, but now that the Blue Bomber is back where he should be, he's even better than before. For those familiar with the NES Mega Man titles, you'll feel right at home with Street Fighter Cross Mega Man. The controls are tight, and if you die, it's by the fault of the player. It takes some genuine skill to beat these 8 stages, for each of them provides a tough challenge. Each stage holds a boss at the end, just like we'd expect from a Mega Man game. And now we get to the reason why we all anxiously awaited for this game, the bosses. The bosses are characters from the Street Fighter series, each with a new 8-bit look and deadly moves. It's great to see these characters in action, but after the initial awe, the player realizes that these are the enemies, and they are here to kill you. I'm not quite sure why Mega Man decides to lay the smackdown on the Street Fighter crew, but it is loads of fun. Each of these fighters retains their signature moves to the point that they feel more powerful here than in their own games. The fighters also have super arts attacks that are unleashed after their special meter is filled. When these moves are performed, the camera zooms into the boss. This adds to the tension and doesn't break the flow of the game. This camera style is very similar to how Street Fighter 4 did its super arts. 8-bit music is catchy. These days it's easy to find a favorite tune from any old game, and many artists have covered these songs. There's even been modern video game music that's been redone with 8-bit sound. Listening to Street Fighter Cross Mega Man's soundtrack is like being at the heart of Capcom. All of those memories with these characters come flooding back in a powerful way. Each time you defeat a boss, you get a weapon. Dan Hibiki then lets Mega Man practice his new move on him, showing the player how the attack works. These weapons give Mega Man the moves of the Street Fighters. For example, defeating Dhalsim gives you the Yoga Inferno. This stream of fire can be controlled up and down so you can spray oncoming foes in a short range. All of these weapons are pretty cool, but most of the time it's more effective to just stick with the Buster. One weapon in particular, Chun-Li's Lightning Kick, seems pointless so far. The move is incredibly short range, and that you're almost guaranteed to take a hit when using it. The only problem I have with this game is its lack of a save feature. Yeah, I know, the original Mega Man, whatever, but being able to save should have been included. I can't tell you how many times I accidentally closed the window by pressing escape or something, only to start over again. But this is a small detail that keeps to the roots of the series, so how bad is it truly? There's only one word to explain this crossover: magic. Nostalgia swirls about me as I play like a fierce storm. Blasting bots, picking up energy tanks, and narrowly besting a boss feels like it always has, but so much better. I love both of these franchises, and seeing them combine so flawlessly is amazing. This game was made by fans, for fans, and it delivers in all aspects. Well, This anniversary has been an absolute blast. I am ecstatic to see Capcom supporting their fans like this. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. They've made some mistakes in my opinion, but overall, their logo is one of my favorite to see stamped on a game. They make good games, but they've made a habit of making bad games under their awesome brands. All in all, I'm happy to celebrate the 25th birthday of two of my favorite video game franchises. Let's hope this spirit continues at Capcom. Shoot for the stars, guys. For today, you've made a classic.